happening off the field with coaches losing their jobs, new coaches being appointed. It is all happening. Samuel Eto'o has found himself in trouble with CAF as well and has found a 4-game suspension for his actions after Cameroon crashed out against Morocco. So there is a lot to discuss, and the wise men are the right people to discuss it, along with the wise queen closest to me right here with Ashley Nakadzwe. And Ashley, before we get into all of that, women's football is at the fore right now. CAF are busy with a WAFCON draw.
Listen, today was the happiest day. We've enjoyed all the AFCON. Like, can AFCON end this Sunday? Can we know who the winner is so we can start building up to WAFCON? I'm so excited.
So the draw?
The draw happens today. Oh, there's already a group of death. Group C and Group D. And we'll unpack it as the show goes on. But great.
No, we're not wasting time. We're here. We're going straight into the draw for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, otherwise known as the WAFCON. And what a glittering affair it was. It was beautiful to see. And again, the president of CAF, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, he doesn't miss anything.
Listen, he was the one giving out the awards of the club competitions. It was great just to see how his involvement was. And also the players that were invited there. I saw Andile Dlamini was there. I saw Saram Sudi was there. She won the award of the tournament.
So give us details. Tournament, when are we playing? When can we look forward to a WAFCON?
So the WAFCON is coming on next month from the 14th of March all the way.
Next month? Now.
Sorry, March. My God, I think we're already in February. It's coming on in March, in just a month and a half to go. So that is going to be very exciting to see. I'm happy for teams like Malawi and Kenya and Tanzania who are also going to be part of it.
And it's a bigger WAFCON.
Bigger WAFCON because Cameroon is back, Ghana is back. So they are all they are fighting to go to the World Cup. That's the prize money. Wait for the prize money. There's a lot of things happening.
You said group of death. Which one?
Group C and Group D for me are groups of death. Nigeria, Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi in Group C. This one will be very tough. Group D, Ghana and Cameroon haven't been very consistent in WAFCON lately, so it'll be nice to see how they play. Cape Verde and Mali, also great teams. So this
I know a lot of people are looking at Cape Verde and saying they've not seen Cape Verde playing women's football before.
Exactly. That's why it's a group of death for them. Can you imagine you're coming in and you're playing Ghana and Cameroon, who are very hungry, haven't been in WAFCON in the past couple of ones. So it'll be nice to see how Cape Verde can just go in and show us what they're made of. You know, nice to see that. Also for Malawi in Group C, play against Zambia and Nigeria, first time in the tournament. That'll be nice. The Chawinga sisters. I'm so excited for this.
It looks amazing. The WAFCON in March. There's the draw that it has been done. And while we're on the topic, because I did bring up, and as I introduce the guys, I'm going to do it very quickly at the far post. It is the wisest of the wise men, the founder member, and that is Thomas Quinate and TK.
Yeah, bro.
When we talk about President Motsepe, how is he doing it? How is he getting to every match, every draw, WAFCON, Yonkindao?
I think Mamadou used to complain that as a president of a federation, your nation is playing and then you don't go. He says, you know what, it doesn't sit very well. But you look at Motsepe, since the tournament started, and the tournament gives you about 52 matches. And I think Motsepe has attended 98% of all the matches.
I think he's missed 4.
He's missed
I think
only
the number's 4 that he's been able to unable to make.
It must be a record. I think it must be a record.
4
for a president to attend.
I know the Moroccans, from what we'd seen online and what we're hearing, had furnished a private jet, so he's able to leave the game immediately and get straight on to the next venue and be there to make sure. Why is it important though? Like, why would the game is on TV? Why would the president prioritize it? As I talked to Jeff Katala, the man of the DRC next to me, is it important for him to be present at as many matches as is possible? He could sit in the hotel room with his feet up on the table and just say, let me see.
No, it is very nice to see that Patrice Motsepe is much involved in the local game, which is African game. We need a patron, we need a boss who's involved, who's there, who's watching what is going on and knows the nitty-gritty inside of the tournament as this. But on the negative side, I see that he doesn't have to get a private jet shouldn't be chartered by Moroccan Federation.
What now?
It is like, the tournament is in Morocco.
I just said they put them. I don't.
Now it's them.
But they are the hosts. They are the hosts.
Where should it come from?
Moral corruption.
Yes. No way.
You are the host.
No.
And I'm giving you transport.
Why?
Okay. Okay.
Why?
No, wait.
Because
No.
On the east side, we didn't see this happening.
Let me ask you a question.
We didn't see this happening.
DRC, you were at the tournament. Who provided the bus? Did you bring your own bus?
No.
Did you bring your own bus?
CAF has more money
Did you
to
bring
charter the
your
flight.
own bus?
No.
So you were using the Moroccan bus?
Yes.
corruption.
You didn't support
I mean, what are you saying?
Is it the duty that
Wait, let me play devil's advocate. Don't we have a logistics sponsor in this tournament?
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe, no, wait. Who knows? Maybe the jet is also
Doesn't
big.
matter.
No, wait. Listen.
matter.
No, I'm saying that it's. Wait, listen. Can you listen to us? Listen to me. What I'm saying is that Morocco provided the jet, but also we have a logistics sponsor. Maybe they are showing the logistics
That's
and
fine.
the business
But
part of
Jeff's
the
point is-
deal.
Yes.
No, I'm not siding with Jeff. I'm not siding with Jeff. I'm
no.
not siding with him. I'm trying to say there's a logistics
money.
sponsor in the
CAF has
tournament.
money. CAF should have put the no.
We have a whole AGL in the tournament.
Therefore,
No. I'm not siding with
Alone here
him.
from that
How many exceptions?
And then at the far post, how's the football to our football strategist? Suresh Singh, our former coach and football strategist. Football wise, you saw the
of
two
the
semis,
heavyweights in the final. The two top-ranked African teams meet in the final.
and is that the dream final?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, for me it is. Unfortunately, the team that I thought that did exceptionally well, not because Daniel is sitting here, but Nigeria played exceptional, great football, except in that game last night. They had a very good chance, but true to form, as form would have it, stats would have it, the two best teams are in the final.
Now, you can see how colorfully dressed all of us are, but one of us is in black.
And it's not morning.
I know, Thomas.
One of us is in black. And that's the former goalkeeper of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Daniel Adpei. Daniel?
Leave the black. It's just a material. It's not a color. It has nothing to do with the
I'm
game.
so sorry.
No, it has nothing to do with
My
the game.
condolences.
Firstly, I'm very proud of Nigeria. I'm very proud of the players. I'm very proud of what they did yesterday. They actually pulled the strings. They actually show that they are the giant of Africa, no matter the circumstances that lead to them, not going to the final. But the play.
What circumstances? You lost the game.
Yeah, we lost the game from shootout, which anybody can win. Shootout is part of the game. So unfortunately, we lost out of shootout. But then, generally, the players, every single one of them, from Bassi, from Wambale, from both the ones on the bench, they put their hearts into the tournament. They progress from strength to strength to where they get today. But the circumstance of the game happens and they are out. But then we're not out. Sorry, we're still in. Because we're still playing for third place, which other countries here, I don't think anyone is in the third place. So we still have medal to fight for. We still have medal to fight
Who
for.
are the defending third place holders?
South Africa allows you to play, so we don't want it anymore.
Why do you want
South
to
Africa, no, we won it the last time, so you can have it.
You can repeat that.
Nigeria can have the third place playoff.
Why now?
No, we got it. We got it the last time in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
They can have it. Don't
We
worry.
still got one ahead of you. The last time in Ivory Coast. So that tells us that we are still on top.
Is going to the World Cup. So,
To the World Cup.
Going.
Participating is different from competing. So we need numbers in that game. We need numbers.
This is a No. We need you to. Can we give a bit of silence to that statement? Participation is different to competing.
Yeah.
This is what you're saying about the World Cup.
Yeah.
So who is not going to go there to compete, and who is going to just participate?
We will know when the tournament starts. We'll know
you
when World
said
Cup
it.
starts.
You just said it.
We'll know when World Cup starts. Some teams are there to just participate and make the numbers. Exactly, and just come back home and let's share it.
Take some pictures and all of that.
And all of that. America is beautiful.
So you're talking like this about Haiti. You're talking like this about Haiti.
And I'm not talking about Haiti.
Oh, cool, so.
Yeah, here in Africa.
I'm not talking about Haiti.
Also, there's
Well,
something.
if Nigeria is there, it's obviously going to be a competition. A tough competition because you have the big boys at the two African best players in one team. I don't think it is easy. It's not something to come by with. It tells you that with the quality the team has,
Luman as well as Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, you see. So if they have given us probably if
will they play? Would you play them if you're Ericha? Would you play them in the third place playoff match?
Well, I think it's time he wants to give the other players who haven't gotten some minutes in the game, but it is decision. For me, I would have decided to play the players from the bench.
So with Nigeria, that's the question, I think. The two teams, Egypt, Nigeria, will they take that match seriously? Will it be a match where those who didn't play get a chance to play? Or is it a real battle for the third place medal?
I think it will be a battle, mainly because you see Egypt's loss was very painful. Even after the game had ended, the players were more or less going to the referees. With Nigeria, I think they wanted to go and get the cup. So them getting the third place will at least be something. It will be a medal, because imagine going back to Nigeria without nothing. For Nigeria, this will be both teams I think will play for something, and it will be a game of passion. It will be aggressive because both of them really wanted to get to the final, and they both had potential to get to the final.
Who wants it? Let me not even say who wants it. Who needs it?
Nigeria.
Nigeria needs it.
Who needs it more?
Nigeria.
Nigeria needs it because we need it to boost our confidence, not to probably crash out of the tournament without having anything, like she said, because, at this point, we've come to a point where we know we're not going to the World Cup. The WAFCON was supposed to be our World Cup, but in this situation, we find ourselves in the third place, where we have to struggle to get, the medal for the third place. So we need something to console ourselves. So we need it more, I think. Well, for the Egyptians, they've won the tournament 7 times, so obviously they might go again to say, let them try. We were still trying to catch up, so we need this to console ourselves from not going to the World Cup.
But I'm very happy with the Super Eagles, by the way, according to what Daniel is saying. Given the way they were performing in the group stage, actually for the qualifiers for the World Cup, and the progress that they've made during the WAFCON, they deserve something, and it will be much better for them to win it. But I will be very much surprised to see Mo Salah playing in that third place game.
All right, so joining us out of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, another one of our wise men who last week was on fire. Last week, Peter's side, Nigeria were soaring high above the clouds, the superest of super eagles. And 1 week later, it's not like that.
We are still competing, not participating.
Where's the jersey? Last week you wore the jersey because you were very proud. Where's the jersey today?
We are still competing and not just participating. You have the word the way said there. We are still in the competition.
Ida, you are very calm today, but
I'm not calm. I don't want to be worked up because the CAF sent a referee from here.
Ida, be a sportsman.
Allow me.
No, let's hear.
I agree with him. I agree with
a referee from which country is that?
Here.
Which country is that?
Ghana.
Oh,
okay. Your neighbor.
When the game, I was praying for Senegal to lose. Immediately Senegal won the game, I knew we were in trouble.
Why?
Ask me why.
Why?
Because there's no way an Arab team will not play at the finals in an Arab land.
Pastor Ida, you know what got me? 22 fouls, no yellow card for Morocco. Nothing, no yellow card. The entire match, 120 minutes. That for me was a red flag.
What? Even when they pulled passes, Jesse.
But no, nothing for Morocco.
They gave the red card to
Hold on, we need one at a time.
They gave the yellow card.
Hey?
Now, when you go to the penalties, I hope we can see the penalty. The penalty that Bruno lost. The goalkeeper was already waiting for him.
Yes.
Before the ball came.
But he stayed on his line.
No. He moved.
Okay, let's take a look at what you're talking about. So, here are some of the moments in that game.
Yes.
Brahim Diaz was again trying his best to terrorize the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's been exceptional at the tournament. Has anything changed in terms of him being player of the tournament? Last week we tried to vote. You guys, he was in the lead.
Nothing has
He's
changed,
still in the league.
but
Still in the league.
Bassett,
It's still in the
nothing
league.
was-
Daniel
But I
didn't give
think
his
in this
perspective.
game, Thomas,
Bassett
Bruno
was-
did an exceptional job with
Then
him.
the penalties are happening.
Okay, I want you to watch.
This penalty
Not
here.
this. Good
penalty
save.
here.
Good save.
Good save. That was a pass.
Report.
Yes. Now this one.
Yeah,
Go back to
but
the play.
either your
Wait,
player,
TK.
the guy moved on the line.
I watched
He didn't
I
move
watched this
forward.
penalty. He moved across the line.
He didn't move
That-
forward.
no,
He
no.
moved on the line.
No, that's not how it is. That's not how it is.
He moved across the
Let the
line.
replay again.
Bono moved across the line. And
He didn't move
he never
forward.
moved off the line. He moved across it.
No, the referee had not blown the whistle and he moved.
But you can move across the line.
But
I don't
you
know.
can move across the
Daniel
line
can tell
either.
us.
Move forward.
Especially as long as you don't move forward, you are allowed to
No,
move
Agbe
across the line.
is there. Let him answer.
And I think the truth of the matter is, as long as you're still on the line, you're allowed to make a save.
Exactly.
No, but can you go side? He said you can't move.
Either you were a goalkeeper before.
You can
I'm
decide
surprised
to
you
say
don't
you're
know
not
that you are
mandated
allowed
to
to
stay
move.
only at
No, I know.
That's
But you need
what
to
Bono
check.
did.
Hold on. Let's watch
He didn't
again.
move forward.
Watch again.
He
Watch
moved
again.
I can't see it.
As we take a look here, it's not this one.
This one.
What's this one?
Okay, so let's have a look. No, but there are other angles of this penalty that I think we need to have a look at. And I saw some
You see,
some better angles.
He moved across. He didn't move
on the
forward
line.
either.
As long as you're moving on the line
As
or
long
behind the
as
line,
you
you
move
can move
on
your
the
hands
line, you are allowed.
out of the line.
And why?
Yeah, okay.
If
But
he moved,
generally,
The
what
referee was-
we saw, there's a tactical approach to referee, where you can stop a player, you can give a corner kick instead of a free kick. Little things that he did was just not in order.
What little things?
no, either be a sportsman.
Giving a foul away is not going to be effective. Like giving a
Effective,
foul in
exactly.
their own half, not giving
Yes.
it in their own half. There, when
In
they
their
know
own
that they
half.
can take advantage of it. So that is some of the intelligent the referees play, which you don't know, because it's giving a foul away is not going to be effective anyways. You're just going to pass it around. But giving
Can
a
I
foul,
throw something out?
yeah.
I felt that the refereeing yesterday was, and it was one of those referees who said, I'm just going to let this game happen.
True.
I'm not going to be involved. I'm not going to be blowing every 10 seconds. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
flying cards around. I'm going to let two giants of Africa have a full go at each other. You know the old-fashioned, and no offense, but they used to say this in football, it's a man's game. Go. Just as long as you don't kick each other's heads off, play. Do your thing. That's the kind of football match I saw last night. I don't know if you saw something different.
Correct.
No, it was more open than the other semi-final.
Yes, it was more open, but you saying as open as it was, and I have said this throughout. The officiating of this tournament has been great, but there are certain matches that wait. The officiating has been great. The only issue I had is the penalty against Tanzania that was not given, and in this game it was a very crucial match. Morocco were the home team in this one.
there was no controversial penalty.
Wait.
Thank you,
But still,
you're queen now. You're the queen of South
But the
Africa.
fact that,
For the first time.
that when Morocco could have been given a yellow card, they were not being given any. That for me was questionable because they were trying to protect them for Sunday.
Yeah, but
That's what I
If it's
think.
a foul, Oyedika, with the ball, Oyedika lost one time in the middle, which is the first save that Wambale made. That was a transition that was supposed to be a foul that the referee did not blow. So as intelligent as the referee is, there are some things that he can do intelligently that you wouldn't know.
So you want the ref, every time you have footballers say they just want the ref to be uninvolved. Let
No,
him
but-
not concede.
but
Let me
Daniel-
not hear him. Today you want him more involved.
Unbiased.
Daniel, the other day, Kev appointed a South African referee to handle a Nigeria game. Nigeria protested. They said, we don't want South African. Now, Ida is saying the Ghanaian man was a referee from hell. Who do you want to handle Nigeria's game?
Sometimes we can get emotional as players or as fans or that, but then if you're in the game, you understand the intelligence of some of the officiating that
So
this
you
is
also not
happening.
happy?
I am not happy because there are some certain decisions. Imagine if Wambale hasn't
Would
made
you
that
have
save.
won the game with a different ref?
Possibly.
Why?
Because probably if those fouls that should have been called have been called. Maybe something could have
The
happened.
fouls were given. I mean,
Exactly.
there were
Fouls were
22
given.
fouls given.
Yeah.
All you're saying is they didn't
Who
get yellow
benefited
cards.
more?
They didn't get yellow cards.
Benefited the foul more in the advantageous places is the Moroccans. That benefited the fouls more in the advantageous places.
Yeah, but you see that
in the Nigerian half.
in the quarterfinal against Algeria, in the first half, no Nigerian had a yellow card, but there were 7 Algerian with the Senegalese referee Issa C, who gave 7 yellow cards to
Yes, we were better side. We were better. They were
Impressive
kicking
in that
us.
which one?
The Algeria game. You can tell that.
No, Algeria against Nigeria.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
They were very aggressive.
No, he was very aggressive towards the Algerian. He was very aggressive towards the Algerian. Not toward the
No,
Nigerian.
just Catalan.
But the Algerians
Yes.
were very
Hold on, Ida.
We
Ida.
were better than the Algerians.
Yeah, but he gave 7 yellow cards in the first half to Algerian.
Because they're very aggressive.
Because they were kicking us.
Very aggressive in the game.
Out of 11 players, you give 7 yellow cards.
What, 7 win?
Well, the game between Nigeria and Algeria.
Okay.
Yeah. The Senegalese referee, Issa C, he destabilized the Algerian team in the first half
Ida,
with the yellow cards.
in South Africa, when you lose a game, what do the players say?
Hardy.
They say, hardy. Hardy Nigeria.
Listen,
No.
we are not paying that we lost.
You are being a sportsman. When you say
No,
hardy,
we are not paying that we lost. I think this is one of the best sides we've had in the last 10 years.
Thank you.
We agree.
The
We
team
also
played
agree.
well.
The problem is
What are
that
the strengths of Nigeria that you I mean, one, your goalkeeper's amazing, who plays in the PSL.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
different class.
Yeah, we all played in the PSL. We're top class. I played PSL. Akwe played PSL. We're top class. We brought something new to the PSL. It's not that PSL made something
Oh,
new.
wow. Wow.
Ida, we are saying Nigeria was one of the best teams at this tournament, and I think against Algeria they proved that they are a superpower. The only problem is when you whinge and moan and it doesn't do good to your image either.
I think
No, what we've decided to do is that CAF must drop one team going to the World Cup and include us.
Yeah, true.
On which
We don't want African teams to go and just participate. We want to go and compete.
There we
What is the other people doing there?
Are you not the one who went to FIFA and lodged claims that against the RC? And we still
The case is still on.
waiting for the verdict.
You guys mentioned the officiating. I heard you complaining about officiating. I heard Ashley saying the officiating has been amazing at the tournament. What's the verdict?
I think, Thomas, when you look at the previous AFCON in Ivory Coast with the introduction of VAR, there it was top level. They used it as it was. In this tournament, there was a bit of issues around the use of VAR. And I think that's what caused a bit of uneasiness amongst a lot of teams and people, you know.
So what do you want
So I feel like you started at a high level in the Ivory Coast AFCON, and then now it starts becoming a bit murky and subjective.
So what's
you know?
your assessment?
So it feels that obviously the standard of refereeing was not on the same level as the previous AFCON.
You don't think it's as good?
Thank
I
you.
don't think so. Overall, if you look at it overall.
There have been decisions though.
for me, I think it was great. I only have 2 issues. It's been great. From the group stages, quarterfinals, everything. It was
So what hurt you then?
It was-
You heard the Tanzania run we dealt with last.
Yes,
Yeah.
and for me, I just feel like it was favoring Morocco.
Cameroon
it was
have the same case.
Yeah.
Cameroon have the
Especially in that particular
Cameroon have the same case.
in that particular game.
It
Because
just looks like it was favoring the
This
the
is
host,
now
the host
quarterfinal. Cameroon, Morocco quarterfinal.
yes, because they changed the referee. Originally, the referee in charge of the particular game was from Morocco, was from Egypt,
Yeah.
and
And then it
the
was,
federation from Morocco decided to ask the CAF to change the referee without informing Cameroonian federation.
the night before the game.
The night before the
They
game.
appointed them.
And
they came.
they appointed them for someone from Mauritania.
Yeah.
So maybe this was the issue we have with
Yes.
Samuel Eto'o.
But I think
Why
it's
he
stretching. I mean,
lost
even if
his...
the referees changed, what happened on the field?
No,
That
no,
makes
no,
you
but
feel, what happened on
you
the
have to
field?
inform
mentally-
both
mentally
associations.
affects
Shouldn't
the
feel like
deals.
it's favoring Morocco because
Yeah,
they're
but
cold.
listen to what
So there
Daniel
was,
said. It's
there
very
was
important.
Mbomo,
The psychological effect.
Mbomo should have got a penalty, right?
Absolutely. And the elbow as well.
So let's look at some of these moments. Quarterfinal. And again, I mean, it was Morocco were involved. So I'm hearing you guys are putting together a bit of a case here. But here we start with,
It's a case.
is this a penalty?
It is.
Yeah? Nothing was given. And we have VAR.
Well, exactly. That's what I was
So
going
here
to
we
say.
go.
Surprise-
You see?
that
it is a
is a
penalty.
penalty.
It is a penalty.
Surprisingly, VAR was not working
yeah,
on
it is a
this day.
penalty.
Penalty is a clear
Yeah.
one.
It's a
VAR was not working on
Is that
this.
Yeah.
enough?
The screen was having problem that day, so the
So yesterday when the game was ending,
Okay, there was another moment in the game.
Yeah.
There was another moment in the game. So let's take a look here towards the end of the match. It doesn't make me happy that we're looking at these moments, but here, towards the,
they are relevant moments though.
there's an elbow that's thrown here, and also potentially also a handball there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you see it
Yeah.
every time, you don't see, but when I looked at this really slowly, I think the ball even touches the hand here, Messina's hand up in the air. So watch it there, it hits his hand
Yeah.
as well.
Double jeopardy.
That's, yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Watch off the hand.
Yes.
It's actually there's an elbow and a hand.
It could have
Yeah, but
probably
the hand
given a
could-
direct free kick from there.
No, but was it on the line? If it was on the line, it's
The
a
only
penalty.
tricky thing is,
If it
was
was
it
On the line,
line?
penalty.
on the line is penalty.
Huh?
Yeah, on the line is penalty, but at least if you want to
Here.
not to show,
See there.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
It is penalty. It is a penalty.
And it's on the line.
It is on the line.
Yesterday
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the game, Nigeria.
I think it's what
And an
you
elbow.
call in English parlance what aggressive. It's aggressive play, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it's a-
Dangerous play.
Dangerous play, yes. And yeah, the funny thing is, I believe on this particular match, VAR was not working.
Only for Morocco.
the screen was
VAR was not working. Whether it was convenient or I'm not too sure.
Now,
But
after all of this dust settles, that match actually caused real problems.
Yes.
yes.
Because
Very, very big problem.
we also, what problem?
Samuel Eto'o was in the VIP box and he stood up and protestations and
And they asked the
and then he
Moroccan
actually,
president,
the
what's
Mauritian
going on?
president
What is
was
this?
sitting there, Ahmad Yahya, and he pointed his finger into his chest, and plus there was the Moroccan president there. Subsequently, CAF has fined him $20,000 and banned him for 4 games.
So after all this match, this is the quarterfinal, Cameroon against Morocco. 2-0 final score, I think, was the game in this one to the Moroccans. Samuel Eto'o wasn't happy.
Not at all.
And that lack of happiness resulted in CAF putting out a statement where they say he violated the principles of sportsmanship, Article 2 of CAF statutes and Article 82 of the CAF disciplinary code. And at the end of that, the great man, the all-time leading goal scorer at the Africa Cup of Nations, Samuel Eto'o, I mean, one of my all-time favorite players, has now found himself banned from football for 4 matches, has to pay a fine. But Fekafoot are saying, but they're not happy. Fekafoot are
Yeah.
saying they've never
Going
seen
to appeal it.
moving with such speed.
Yeah.
That match was the other day. Already there's a decision ban.
Ben Thomas, that
Where's
Algeria-Nigeria
the
game.
fan? They're saying there's no.
fracas after the game, the way the Algerians behaved, all the way through, right into the tunnel, harassing the referee, the Nigerian players. It was disgraceful for African football. But CAF has not acted with the same speed to find them, you know.
And
And now
what-
Samuel Eto'o quickly.
I want to read a tweet that was written yesterday by Assisat. I don't know if anyone saw Assisat's tweet yesterday. Did you see it?
No?
So Assisat wrote yesterday.
This tweet is from?
Assisat Ashola
Nigerian.
celebrated with
Give us context. We know who Asisat is, but our viewers?
Okay, so Assisat is a Nigerian Super Falcons player, has won almost so many CAF Women's Champions, CAF Women's Awards. And yesterday, after the Nigeria versus Morocco game, she tweeted, the big question here is when will this whole at CAF Online, competition to Morocco end. Awards, tournaments and all. It's getting boring now. We need other countries to step up. Everything concerning African football happens in Morocco. Feels like the new headquarters now. And I feel like it goes back to where Morocco is being favored.
Yeah,
and that's why I wanted to wait when we were talking about the women's football. Even when the awards were awarded today, I do not understand why Coach Lamia had to win Coach of the Year when the Super Falcons won the WAFCON. Tremendous tournament. Now, no team has ever done that. How come a coach from Morocco at interclub level had to win it?
Can I give you...
It's favoring Morocco here.
All of you guys have been in football all your lives. And you all know one term in football. Home ground advantage.
No way. Not in the open. Not in this case.
But Thomas is right. Thomas is right. Home ground advantage. You can protest, you can say what you want to. It will always be
like return on investment.
No.
This is not making sense here.
Okay. Whenever a team plays, and you know, Ida knows, when you played at home, they'll tell you the referee is under more pressure. The home ground advantage. Decisions are going to go to the home side. Tell me that wasn't what happened, and you know what happens in football. No, I want to hear the footballer here.
It happens in football,
so you know it.
Professional.
No, but you know it.
It happens in football.
Home ground advantage exists.
That's why we're still protesting, because
it's why we even have home and away rule in football. Because at home there's an advantage. It's tougher to win away. Because of those situations
on the other hand,
where there's pressure, the crowd, the 13th man, the referee might crumble under that pressure.
But when we
take nothing away from Morocco, on the other hand, infrastructure, the stadiums have been world class. I don't know if you guys noticed the playing field. They use the cutting-edge technology. There was no flooding divots.
It's not coming out.
They use something that where it drains the water out, and immediately there's fresh air pumped in, so it keeps so cutting edge there. The stadiums we seen was perfect. So as you said, but there has to be that small Indiana thing to help them.
No, so is that the reason why they must be given advantage?
Why? Exactly.
But again,
It's very unfortunate, guys.
some players.
Because they have
I'm going to a break, guys.
This for years.
I'm going to a break.
The Egyptians
We're
winning.
never going to finish. We're going to a break. We'll be back with more on Soccer Africa. I'll tell them to keep quiet, I promise. You won't miss a thing. Stay with us. That a little bit and got a perspective on that. And now I want us to shift focus and talk about Senegal. They're the other team in that final. How quietly have they made their way to this final? I mean, they're there, but if you ask and you look and you go, but actually, how did it, it hasn't been spectacular, but it's effective.
Thomas, they're not ranked number 19 in the world for nothing. You look at the quality in this team. On the field, the depth on the bench,
What a goal.
So the quality is there. They've been stable for years. They go about their business, as you mentioned, very quietly. Majority of the players came through, good youth development structures, whether it's in Senegal or France. They got high quality players. It's sad that the captain, Koulibaly, will be missing the final. And he's such an inspirational leader, a key player in that defense, not just defensively, but also the way he leads this team,
You mentioned Koulibaly being out. He got a yellow card, 16th minute. He's accumulated yellows now. He cannot play in the final. Are we happy? Are we okay with that?
No.
Maybe Thomas, maybe the time has come for CAF to consider if a player has got to be punished for yellow cards.
Yes.
If you get a red card, a straight red in the semi-final, then I would agree that you can sit out the final. But in this instance, the man got a second yellow card in the semi-final. His country qualified for the final. Maybe that's something to look at, So allow the man to be.
We should scrap this yellow. I think he should be allowed to play the final.
I think it should be scrapped.
The semi-final, I think there should be special dispensation because we missed the key players in the final. I mean, the player plays the whole heart out with the captain of the team. I mean, FIFA has done it for Ronaldo.
What did they do?
Yes.
He would have been banned in the qualifiers. And he would have missed, I think,
opening two games.
So they've given him special dispensation. the game needs special players. And it's like Nigeria, if they went through Kevin Bassey, who's been the outstanding defender for me, he would have missed the final.
Worse, it's not the first final he'll miss.
Yeah, everybody is second final.
He's going to miss another final.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also
this is probably his last.
marketing side for CAF, it will be a very good thing, actually initiative to see them just scrap that yellow card and allow Koulibaly to play, because all the sponsors and all the world will be watching this particular game, because it is big.
Yeah, but I think he's injured too. You know, he went out
we saw him
we don't know how
we saw him go out. But you think he wouldn't have been okay for the final?
Would have been okay.
No, maybe not. But for him to have left the game.
Ida, you recover. You recover for
Give me injection, doctor. I want to
for
play
the
this
final.
game. And after the game.
And I also thought to myself, with him going off potentially, was it a case of, I'm no longer in this game? You know what?
No.
I'm thinking of this final now. You know, and also if I pick up another card now, he is that kind of player. You know.
Yeah.
It was. I got a bit of a knock. I'm on a yellow. I'm not playing in the final. I could get a red. Let me just go.
It is possible. It is possible. Yeah.
There is that possibility. I think
it is possible.
Yeah, you could actually see his body language immediately after that yellow card. You could see that it's working on his mind. And that was a time when strong minds were needed. And he's a leader. He needed to lead by example, but you could see his body language that he was no longer there.
If you're a top coach, like their coach is, Papetiao, you're also thinking, he's not playing in the final. Do I need the guy who's not playing in the final to carry on for the next 80 minutes? Or do I give the 20-year-old Mamadou Sarr, who I will then need in the final, as much game time as possible now? Let me play him, because if we get to that final, he's the one I'm going to be using.
Yeah, it is better I play him so that he can get accustomed with the team in generally and get some minutes on his feet, and also, you know, be mentally ready, knowing that he's playing final, because that is important. So you're keeping a player in the bench, like it happens. We complain about the Bafana bringing Mofokeng into the game without giving him any minute, and you want him to do miracle. Why even changing the formation? You know, in that game, it makes it difficult for the boy to play. So I think it's important.
There is also a school of thought that the coach might have said, wait a minute, I still need Koulibaly to help us qualify. And then if I'm certain that we've killed this game, then I can bring a player that
what game are you going to kill? It's a semi-final of WAFCON. There's no certain killing of a game.
And then
you're worried about a second yellow now for Koulibaly. Second yellow and we're down to 10.
But at the same time, you need an experienced man like Koulibaly to help steady the ship, to help you qualify for the final. It's possible.
But you can actually go down to 10 men and they go out.
Then you bring in a youngster that you want to bring, if you qualify. You bring him in, he breaks down, he cracks. You concede 2 goals, and then what?
And why is he in the tournament? He was part of the team because he wants to come and play, not to come and take pictures. So you need to prove that.
While we look at Senegal getting to the final, guys, Sadio Mane, we're not saying enough about Sadio Mane, because he's got 28 AFCON matches now that he's started. That's now the equal record with Kolo Touré. The final will mean that he is the man who has now started the most matches at an Africa Cup of Nations in history. And 20 goal contributions in that time as well. Sadio Mane, I don't know if we're giving enough respect.
You know, the funny thing is, I was speaking to Dipsy Selolwane this afternoon, and he spoke exactly what you are saying. He said Sadio Mane does not get the credit that he deserves, because he says he's not fancy, but the work that he does for Senegal, you look at him, he will go back, he will drift out, he will drift in. He said the work that he does for Senegal, he certainly does not deserve the credit that he deserves. He's not getting the credit. That's what Dipsy told me.
And he's the man for the big moment. The man for the big moment.
He steps up when
you need him the most.
Yes.
He's the man. Final 2021 against Egypt. Scores the winning penalty. Then, against the same Egypt, to qualify for the World Cup in 2022, their playoff match, scores the winning penalty. Now against Egypt again. And Egypt is
3 times they
Mo Salah doesn't want to see
I don't know if you
it.
guys-
But again now, he scores the winning goal to go to the final.
And I don't know if you guys saw after the game, when everyone was celebrating, he was telling everyone, calm down.
He'll
We still
really
got one
like,
game
let's-
to go.
let's celebrate
He says,
up to the
let's calm
final, yeah,
down.
I
We
saw
haven't yet
that.
won anything. That shows the character the person has. He's such a humble human being.
There are those players that sometimes camera doesn't really turn to all the time. You know, the focus is on other players and all of that, but they never mind. They still keep working. They still keep pushing. The bulk of the team know that this player is our top hero in this team. It carries on, just like the situation with Alex Iwobi in the team. We don't really talk much about Alex Iwobi in the Nigerian national team, but he has been the player who has been creating for
The
the
second
offensive
last
player.
pass. The
You know,
second last pass is
always
always
come from him. You know, so
3 assists.
it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't get to talk more about this.
Is while we go, because you're moving us around now, and we're talking superstars. Diaz confirmed, you guys are saying he's so far still player of the tournament, unless maybe unless Mane scores a goal in the final.
Never mind
But
that.
Victor Osimhen, has he changed your perspective on him through this tournament?
I've always thought
In what
he's
way?
a great player. I've always thought he's a great player.
Has he gone up in your estimation in terms of,
Yes.
because some, when he came into the tournament, did say, this is the tournament where he has something to prove.
Because for me, he's always been a quality player.
I think he
has matured now.
and if you look at it, Thomas,
the word, matured.
look at
He is
the
matured,
qualifying matches that Nigeria played and Victor was not there. And if you look at Victor, one thing I'll give him credit for, he fights. He's a passionate player. He harasses defenders. When he pressurizes them, and sometimes they make mistakes. He bullies defenders so that Lookman can benefit, can get reward out of it. Give Lookman credit. I think he worked very, very hard for
Thomas,
the
I
Nigerian
think what
team.
has taken him to the next level is maybe with the help of Ndidi not playing, giving him the armband. That has given him more responsibility.
I call him
He's
Zorro.
taken it, he's
I call him
absorbed it, and that shows the fact
The return of Zorro.
So this has taken him to another level. For me, I think they should keep him as captain.
Ida, what do you think about? Has he gone to another level? Because the conversation now has got big with Victor Osimhen. He's 2 goals away from matching Rashid Yakini.
Yes.
Those 2 names in the same sentence.
Listen, he's a great player. We honor him in Nigeria. I think what is just working against him is his temper. He's very volatile. So every time you mention Victor Osimhen, you mention his character and attitude. But as per the game, he's a legend. He's a superstar. He's one of the best we've had after Rashidi Yekini. So you must give it to him. He needs a psychologist. He needs somebody to be able to manage his personality. Then he's unstoppable.
I looked into it a little bit, and actually, what touched me, I think he might, Victor must do a documentary. We need to see him on Supersport. Maybe we must send our cameras and do a documentary, because he lost his parents early on in life, then had to sell water on the streets of, I think where he comes from, on the streets of Lagos, and I've seen those boys selling water there. It is a difficult life. And made money to look after brother, mother, and then pull them out of that into what. So as much as you're saying he's volatile and he's a hothead, and you can understand
Totally.
with that background.
100%, because at the end of the day, before he's a player, he's a human being, and also he's a young human being, also who's growing. He's superstars, sometimes they grow up too quick. So now he's growing up too quick, and he's got all of our eyes on him. So as much as we expect so much from him, we also have to understand that his emotions are based on where he comes from.
The only thing that I'm just looking at, I agree with Pastor, but the only thing I'm looking at is that so that other players might not think I can have this Osimhen's attitude and make it live. Audience said something that the camp Osimhen, you won't get anything from him. This is the Osimhen that you get something from. So if this has been working for him, let him stay with it. Because now, if you want him to be calm, if you want him not to be that arrogant on the field, because it's not like he's unnecessarily arrogant on the field. is arrogance because he wants to fight.
He wants to win.
Probably when you look at what he draws from the streets, like you just said now, there's trauma that he went through, losing his parents, you know, the survival on the street and all of that. Mostly when you come for such situation, you want to transfer everything to what you're benefiting from, which is the football that is benefiting from. So if you say, no, be calm, don't be arrogant and all of that, it probably might not have achieved what he has achieved now.
Taking away from you, taking the fire
away from fire.
I need to go to a break. After the break, though, think about this. Tell me what you think. There are all 4 coaches in the semi-final, African coaches.
Yep.
Local coaches in the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations, all 4 of them, TK.
Yeah.
And I'm told by Coach Sudesh, first time we've seen that in history.
Yeah, I think the mindset of certain football federations is beginning to change. You know, some of them are beginning to have more confidence in local guys, but I think they also proved that they can deliver. Given a chance and getting the support, local coaches can deliver.
And I shouldn't even say local. 3 are local in terms of from their country.
Yeah.
And then Nigeria have a coach from Mali in Eric Chell. The question is though, because he said it himself in the post-match interview, Eric Chell.
Yes.
He isn't sure about whether he continues.
Yeah, I listened to an interview this morning and he said he doesn't know whether he will still have a job in 24 hours time, or everything depends on the Nigerian Football Federation.
What do you think?
I think he has done well for Nigeria. When you look at, he had a shocking World Cup campaign, failing to beat Lesotho, failing to beat Zimbabwe, failing to beat South Africa, and failing to beat the DRC in the playoffs. But, you know, when you look at the campaign at the Africa Cup of Nations, I think Nigeria was the best team.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think that they should keep him. You know, it will build the momentum actually, because Nigeria has done well compared to the qualifiers. They've done well in this particular tournament.
What if Egypt win the bronze medal?
It doesn't matter, because I didn't expect them to reach the semi-final actually, but they've gone so far. They've done very well. For me, he have to build the momentum. I don't want this situation like my friend. Keshi, the late Keshi, when he qualified the team for the World Cup and he was taken off, and they got a foreigner to come and take the team.
And also, one of the players yesterday, just after the game was done, was saying that everyone is happy. The management came down, they were congratulating them. They've done really great. Nigeria has done really great, including the coach as well. So for me, I think they should keep him because they've had a great team spirit throughout, and the coach has credit for that.
My concern is not Nigeria. You know, it's Ivory Coast. There's rumblings there that they might release fire, and I think that will be suicidal. Tunisia already are going to the World Cup. They've appointed a new coach.
Yes, Sabri Lamouchi is the new coach of
the World Cup.
Tunisia.
Maybe Nigeria, there should be an Ndaba after they sit and look at the long term.
Burkina Faso fired their coach.
Faso fire.
Ramachori is gone.
The coach.
What about South Africa? What are you waiting for? South Africa?
Going to the World Cup. You're right.
Don't confuse
No,
us.
it's fine. We're going to the World Cup.
We are not firing the coach.
We're okay, thanks.
That's okay. Nigeria, let's have an Ndaba and then.
No, we're okay. We are okay, thank you.
We are okay with Hugo Bruce. Don't confuse us. We are okay.
I worry about that. MS5 has done a great job, I feel, and he's brought in a lot of young players. People think that yes, he failed to defend the AFCON, but he's brought a lot of good youngsters into the team, and now going to the World Cup will be suicidal.
Please, I have a question. I have a question.
Daniel is finished.
I have a question.
Daniel is finished. Why are you laughing?
So what about South Africa? Because
Pastor, what's
there
your
will not be a
problem?
debate. I think you're in the spirit, Pastor, because there will not be a debate if Hugo Bruce will not make it to the World Cup. So the happening around this.
I have a question.
Don't be surprised, Pastor.
Very quickly, Ida. I'm running out of time.
What if we offer you Eric Chell as your coach?
Or you want Hugo Bruce
What,
as your
before
coach?
the World Cup?
No, yes, before the World Cup.
But we have a coach.
Said, what if they offer South Africa Eric Chell before the World Cup?
No,
we have a coach.
No. Ida, please, Pastor. Please, I beg
Pastor,
you.
you want Hugo
I
Bruce
beg
after
you,
the World
Pastor,
Cup?
please don't confuse us.
Now,
We are good
now,
with Hugo Bruce.
why do you want us to keep a man you are rejecting?
No, we
Where?
No, rejecting it.
We're happy with our guy.
have a technical in Ghana, but you're not going to the
And
World
you know
Cup.
what? The other thing is, and maybe people will disagree. The best football at the Africa Cup of Nations that I saw, football, 20 minutes against Cameroon was the best football I've seen.
By South Africa.
Yes.
20
And
minutes.
That 20 minutes, that opening
the
20
first
minutes.
20 minutes.
It was unbelievable.
If South Africa had scored one of those two glorious chances,
All my point is
we would be talking a
my
different
point is
story.
that they
Game is
played
90 minutes.
They played
And then
beautifully.
70 minutes.
The game is 90 minutes.
Exactly.
Was it not beautiful to watch?
It was
It
fun,
was.
but they couldn't
It
contain
depends,
it.
but I
They
cannot
couldn't contain it,
understand.
though.
You training and you do have 5 defenders.
Thomas, the game is 90
Was
minutes.
it beautiful
You
to
must
watch?
play beautiful football for
Yeah.
90 minutes and win.
Yes.
Possession. Keep
Like what
possession.
Barcelona
And you take the
Daniel,
momentum.
we could see penalties, right? So for you, who's standing up with the goalkeepers? The final could go all that way. That's how finals are.
I think for now, I'll give it to Bono because he has had 5 clean sheets so far and conceded 1 so far. And he actually took his team to the final, which he has been a great goalkeeper. You know, look at this, you might say it is easy, but when a shot like that comes like a rocket. and
His team dominate possession.
his team
I mean,
dominate possession.
are you
Don't
a
forget
great
that
goalkeeper when your team has the ball all the time?
it complements the team. And for you not to concede, it means you're doing well with your defensive line. That also can also help because as a goalkeeper, you want to communicate with your defense because you don't want to have too many saves to make, but you want to make a crucial save, which he has made a crucial save to take his team to final.
Give me another nominee.
I will go with, unfortunately, he's not in the tournament currently now. I will go with
Egyptian goalkeeper.
Diarra.
Tiara?
Diarra did so well against Tunisia. He carried his team against
Give
Senegal.
Stanley Nwabali his
You're with
flower.
Mali's goalkeeper.
Stanley Nwabali actually came up in the semi-final now because he hasn't really had a save. He's a great goalkeeper. The defense have been solid. Credit to Ajayi, Bassi, and Bruno and all of them. But he's a great goalkeeper. And when it was time for him to show himself, which is the semi-final, he did show himself. Unfortunately, penalty shootout, he can't really do much about it.
Those are good nominations. Very
Ghana
good
plays
nominations.
for Yanga in Tanzania.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Playing on the guys, we're out of time. We're out of time. Ida, who will be champions of the Africa Cup of Nations? Very quickly.
Senegal.
Who will be champions?
Senegal.
Who will be champions?
Senegal.
Senegal, as long as they're not robbed.
From under 20.
As long as Senegal is not robbed, Senegal is going to win.
Morocco.
Who will be champions?
Senegal is going to win.
Morocco.
Senegal.
They haven't won the WAFCON in 50 years.
You guys are not helping Africa at all.
Well, we have to go.
No help.
You started the home ground. The home ground thing.
Morocco, Senegal, Morocco,
I
Senegal,
need to push the home ground advantage, so we follow it.
That means you have to watch it. You have to be with us on Sunday. The World of Champions are going to bring you a build-up like you've never seen before and show you the final like you have never seen before between number 1 and 2 on the African continent. And then on Saturday, will Ida be able to proudly get that bronze medal around his neck as Egypt take on the
Super Eagles.
Super Eagles of Nigeria in that 3rd and 4th place encounter. Thank you very much.
It is the game you don't want to play and the game you don't want to lose.
There you go. So great football on the weekend. Thank you to the team here in studio.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Africa appreciates you. The last Soccer Africa of the tournament. And it's been amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you.